The earth was burning. Our sun had turned on us, and every other nation had fled to the skies. Our children screamed as the skies grew hotter. And then it came like a miracle. The last of the star whales. We trapped it. We built our ship around it. And we rode on its back to safety. If you wish our voyage to continue, then you must press the forget button. Be again the heart of this nation, untainted. If not, press the other button. Your reign will end, the star whale will be released, and our ship will disintegrate. I hope I keep the strength to make the right decision.
I voted for this. Why would I do that?
Because you knew if we stayed here, I'd be faced with an impossible choice. Humanity or the alien. You took it upon yourself to save me from that. That was wrong. You don't ever decide what I need to know.
I don't even remember doing it.
You did it, that's what counts.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't care. When I'm done here, you're going home.
Why? Because I made a mistake. One mistake. I don't even remember doing it. Doctor!
Yeah, I know. You're only human.
What are you doing?
The worst thing I'll ever do. I'm going to pass a massive electrical charge through the star whale's brain. It should knock out all its high functions, leave it vegetable. The ship will still fly, but the whale won't feel it.
That'll be like killing it.
Look, 3 options. 1, I let the star whale continue in unendurable agony for hundreds more years. 2, I kill everyone on this ship. 3, I murder a beautiful, innocent creature as painlessly as I can. And then I find a new name, because I won't be the doctor anymore.
There must be something we can do some other way.
Nobody talk to me. Nobody.
Human has anything to say to me today!
So this is going to be a really quick podcast. I'm just going to get into it. That scene was from Doctor Who. So I know I've been doing a lot of quick ones, but I've just been really busy. That scene was from Doctor Who. If you haven't seen that series, you really should. I mean, it might look really low budget, but it's not about the visuals or the graphics or whatever. It's about the stories. I feel like we're losing it because, like, I've seen movies where it's just bullshit-ass graphics, like Transformers, bullshit-ass graphics. No story behind it. And I've seen a movie where the whole movie takes place in a living room and is extremely interesting and it keeps you on the edge of your seat and it keeps you, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need the best way to improve on something is to limit yourself. Like, if you want to be a great photographer, then you limit yourself on the equipment. So then you have to figure out things like, oh, I gotta move closer, move further away, come up with crazy ideas in order to get what you want. But it feels like it's the opposite with movies now. It's all about explosions and visuals, and it's not that. It's all about storytelling. And I mean, that's how I feel everything started. I mean, we used to tell stories around a campfire, right? We used to sit around and listen to stories on the radio, but we're losing the ability to tell stories because all we care about is fast-paced action and cuts and angles, and it's not about the message anymore. It's not about the feelings or the sense of connection anymore. It's all about how it looks. And we're really losing the ability to tell stories. And I feel like we would tell stories, and the reason we would tell stories is to feel connected, to feel people on the other side of the world felt like we knew each other through stories. But not only that, we also felt understood. Because if they feel like that, then I feel like them, then they must be just like me. And then for us not to feel alone. Now that we're the most connected that I'm pretty sure there has ever been, or maybe we might be more connected later on, but we're further apart. It's not about what we feel anymore. It's not about understanding each other. It's about being right. And I feel like the whole purpose of technology, the creation of language or writing, is the ability to pass knowledge. We don't do that anymore. We use everything that or everything that humanity has created in order to be right. Well, not really be right, to feel like you're right. Because in order to be right, sometimes you have to be wrong. And that's kind of complicated. Because when you're trying to feel right, that's basically like you'll say whatever it takes to be on the winning side, or be on the side that they feel they're right instead of doing the right thing. That's basically you trying to feel accepted, connected, feel that you're not alone. So you would rather be in this group that's right now instead of doing what is right. I'm using that word way too much right now. Because if that's what you're doing, all you're really doing is basically dividing us even further. We don't connect when we're right. We connect when we actually admit that we were wrong. Being wrong is easier to understand because we've all been wrong before. Being wrong or having gone through pain of being wrong is so relatable. You understand each other more. Like, I don't want to... Like, I would rather know what you did wrong in life or the pain you have been through than your success. To flash your success is to show your mask. To show your failures and pain is to allow me into your heart. I don't care about what you've done right. I want to understand what you've done wrong. That way I don't feel alone in the failures that I've done. Or I don't even know how to word that sentence right. But, I mean, you kind of, hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. I feel the only way to save ourselves, our humanity, is to admit when we're wrong. And I feel like right now, everybody talks about the president and nobody wants to admit it, and that's the kind of person he is. He will never admit he's wrong. He will never admit that he's human. Everybody's like worried about North Korea because everybody in North Korea feels like that dude's a god. But it's kind of the same thing on this side. Everybody in North Korea, if you're a god, then that means you're never wrong. In America, if you're a president and you voted for him, then he can never be wrong, or else you fucked up, right? And that's what it feels like right now. Every time Trump does something, oh, it's the greatest thing anybody's ever done. Nobody's ever been like that. Like, no. It's just a bunch of people trying to justify a one-night stand. You were wrong. It's okay to admit that you were wrong. I don't know if this is making sense, but in order for this country to go back to actually, I don't know if it was ever great, because if it was great, that means everybody would prosper, or everybody would be. I felt like the only time it was ever great was when we were attacked, because after Pearl Harbor, we were all together. We were all unified. Nobody cared about your neighbor. We cared about getting back the people that hurt us. After 9/11, it was the same thing. So I feel like we need that. Because right now we're in a time of peace. Yeah, we're quote-unquote in a war, but not really. It's not really a war. It just sucks that it takes something really bad for us to understand that we're all the same. Not really, because if we really understand we're all the same, then you would understand that we're all in the same fucking marble floating in the universe. I guess we have to draw lines in the sand so we can feel safe on the side that we're on. But, I don't know, man. I guess the best we can do is to just admit when we're wrong, swallow our pride, go back to saying what we actually feel and putting it all out there instead of what is trending. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. My mind is a whirlwind of anger and disappointment. I mean, with all this technology, with all this gathered knowledge, I think we might be the stupidest generation or stupidest era of human beings that there is. And it's going to have to take something very dramatic to happen for us to fucking get back on track. I don't know what the point I was trying to make in the beginning, and I don't know where I'm going right now. So, anyways, this was just a quick entry. My last bit of advice is just stop lying. Admit when you're wrong. The best way out of anything is the truth, right? Shouldn't that be it? If I admit the full truth, doesn't that make it easier for you to admit the full truth? Because it's so tedious. It's a lot of work to keep lying. And why are you really lying? It's only hurting yourself, right? And this has to do with everything with politics or religion or anything. Because I hear Democrats blaming Republicans, and it's just like, dude, if you're wrong, you're wrong. So it's the same thing with religion. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Just admit it. Just why do we have to fight each other? I don't fucking know. But anyways, let's just handle the next work week, I guess. But I'll try to post something else in between now and then. I don't know. I guess I'll just I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.